So what you need to do is press the button a couple of times, or 3 times, and it'll take you to where it says INT1, as you can see here. Now you've got the usual graphic display, you've got the INT1, you've got the local timer, and then obviously you've got the timer here. Now this interval timer or countdown timer can be set to count down from up to what would be 59 minutes and 55 seconds. And to be able to do that, what you need to do is just press the adjust button here, and what you can see, you can cycle through the different elements in which you can change. So that is the intervals. Now this will allow you to set up to 9 different intervals. So if you are into interval training, you can set up a couple of intervals to have different timers, and what will happen is once interval 1 is count down to 0, it'll go into interval 2 and count down from whatever you've set that to. And then obviously you could do the same for, say for example, interval 3. If you wanted to count down a different set of time, you can easily do so. So that is what all these intervals are. So that will go up to 9 in which you can set for different intervals. The next option obviously is the minutes. That is the seconds that you can change. And also what you can do is set up what is known as auto repeat. So that will only allow you to count down once or from start to finish. But if you press that button, you can see there's the icon there, and obviously there's this dot matrix version of the icon, which means it will just keep counting down whatever intervals you set until you either stop it or you turn off the auto repeat. So I'm just going to turn that off, and as you can see the icon's disappeared and it's gone back to an arrow indicating it'll only count down once. So if I just press the mode button to go back to the intervals, so I want to just set a quick time on say for example interval 1. So interval 1's there, and you can just choose the minutes going up to what will be 59. So say for example if I want to set 5 minutes and say 30 seconds there. Now what I will say, it won't allow you to change the seconds in increments of 1, it is in increments of 5. Now I don't know why that is the case, but that is how they do it on this watch. So I've set the 1 interval, it'll only count down once. When it gets to 0 and it has counted down the 5 minutes and 30 seconds, the alarm will sound and the countdown will stop. So to start and stop what would be your chosen interval time, you can just press that button there, and as you can see it's starting to count down from whatever you've set this interval to. So if I want to stop it or resume it, you can easily do so like this. So if I want to stop it and reset it to whatever the countdown I have set it to, and you just press that stop button there, and then you just press it and it'll reset to whatever you've chosen. Now say for example, I'll just give you a quick example of how the interval timers will work. If you wanted to do, let's just do it quickly just to show you. So if I just set it to interval 1 will be, so you can go backwards as well as forward on the time. So if I want to do it, say, I don't know, just quickly show you, 5 seconds per interval. So I want to set up interval 2 to be again 5 seconds, just so you get an idea. And then again, if I want to set up interval 3 to be another 5 seconds. Now that could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or however you want to set it, depending on if you are say doing interval training where you could be doing 5 minutes of high intensity training, then 5 minutes of rest, or 2 minutes of rest, depending on how you want to set these intervals. But I'm just giving you just to show you how these work. And then obviously if I just want to auto repeat that as well, I can easily do so. Press the adjust button and then press the start button, and you can see again you've got an indication there of how many auto repeats that this will do. So it'll beep and then it's gone into interval 2, and then again a beep, it'll go into interval 3, and it'll just keep doing it. And as you can see, that value's gone up by 1, so you know you've auto repeated once, and it'll just keep doing it until either I just stop it or pause it, just so it'll stop auto repeating, or if I resume it and just, as it were, stop it and then reset it, it'll go back to whatever you've set it to. And just to clear them all off, obviously you can easily do so by just clearing off all the things to 0, choosing interval 2, clearing that off to 0, and then choosing the interval 3 that I've set up, clearing that to 0, and then turning off what would be the auto repeat, which you can do so there. And there you go, that's how to operate the interval, or what would be the countdown timer on this watch. And it will allow you to count down, as I've mentioned, from 59 minutes and 55 seconds, and also it will allow you to go up to 9 intervals in which you can either auto repeat or count down from. So there you go, that's how you operate the countdown timer or interval timer on this Casio digital watch.